Hello, Darvas box fans. This is MDB, Modified Darvas box guy. I'm coming at you here on Saturday, December 16th at 11:37 a.m. Doing a weekend review video, just going over some stocks and stuff I see. I was in Europe and I'm pretty much done for the year. So just taking it easy and watching the charts for signals. You looking for signals because that's how I trade. I like to look for signals at this point in my trading career. Sit and do nothing and wait for a signal. For anybody who's never watched me or anything, basically I've got a fairly unique trading system which I developed based on the book How I Made $2 Million in the Market by Nicholas Darvas. It's a great book. I highly suggest you read it. You might find some great ideas in it for your strategy. Um, on my chart program here, I got six lists which I constantly move stocks around on, and basically, yeah, I'm looking for signals here on the right side of the screen, and to help guide my trading decisions. We've got a super strong market, and like they said, the Christmas rally is going to happen, and lo and behold, we got a Christmas rally. The problem is we're coming up to Christmas, so we'll see if things change in the future. But the charts will tell us, what's going to happen. Are we getting close? Are we not? And eventually, we'll get a signal and we'll adapt to the signal and life will go on. But anyways, let's get into it. And I want to keep this short and sweet. And we start with AMZ and the indexes. I've got this in my income portfolio. Just pumps out cash. I love it. Steady Eddie uptrend, and it's all related to oil, so we'll see what happens. ARC. So there's been wondering, we've been in this strong market. Even ARC, Kathy Wood and ARC has made money, but look at this. We got signals. So here's an example of colors. I color the bars because they all mean something. Yellow is a strong bull signal, buy, buy, buy. Blues here are sort of a sign of excess optimism, and many times the following bar afterwards it could even be a top. See over here, we got blue signal, failure, blue signal, sell-off. Over here we had blue signal, sell-off. So yeah, at this point, is everybody in on the excess Christmas optimism? Yeah, it could be. We'll see if next week is a sell-off, a red week, and I don't know. But this is how we read charts: signal and then reaction to signal. You don't need to even take any action as the signal bar is developing, but it'll guide you. Well, what do I want to do? If I just bought something on Friday, yeah, I may want to put a stop loss or maybe sell that and be on my toes on Monday. But if you bought way down here, well, see what happens. Maybe you put a stop somewhere in here to protect those profits. But it's always amusing when I see Kathy Wood and the ARC holders making money because she's just terrible. Oil, sideways Darvas box here, but didn't break down. Scared people last week though. But I think oil is probably going to go up again. NASDAQ, Darvas box breakout 2 weeks ago. We got some strong volume here. And, technology, tech. Just shows we're in a strong bull market. Ethereum, let's see, are there any other signals? Going back until November or so, I saw lots of yellow bar buy signals occurring all over the place. Just seeing those occurring again and again and again on charts was enough to make me go 100% bullish. Everybody's got their own different system, but when I see these yellow signals show up, that just tells me, yeah, man, we're getting ready to rock and roll. This one on the FFTY, this is a proxy for growth stocks. It's been a laggard. It's been late. So that's the other thing. If you see a signal late, Like, where have these people been? They should have been buying, 2 months ago. So late signals sometimes can be contrary indicators, but you never know. Bitcoin, GBTC, I'm long this one. Keeps going up. No real signals, but, we did get some selling here. But until we get a signal, stay bullish. Gold tried to break out, but look, tried to break out of a box. Next week, contrary action. Red signal, it failed. Now it's coming back out, but, well, maybe we should put a little thing there. But nowhere near as strong as what we thought a few weeks ago. But still worth holding a little bit. I own PHYS for that. Wanted a little bit of exposure. But super bullish here. Yeah, whoops, maybe not. And it's funny how a signal can peter out, and the market sort of tells you, yeah, it's not that exciting. High yield bonds moving up, yellow bar signal. That's always good when junk bonds are participating. And I'm expecting to see lots of bullish looking charts. Yellow signal, look what happened since. See that all over the place. There's another IWM. Box breakout here, but man, took forever. Like this should not be a primary signal. And here's the other problem. When it last got to this level here, I mentioned this already on Twitter or whatever. When it last got to here, all of a sudden it sold down. So is it going to do the same thing and sell back down? I don't know. We'll see. Welcome to the party, Russell 2000. I get stuck with the check again. Let's look here. Yeah, transports moved all the way back up, and now it's back to the top of its Darvas box. Perfect spot for resistance, wouldn't you say? Maybe go back down, or is it going to break out? That's the 50-50 question. We don't really know. There's a box breakout on this. This is the equal weighted NASDAQ, but we already know the NASDAQ's coming out, so nothing to be excited about. Here's the little gold position I own. I bought it in here, just patiently holding. Notice here, it's not really a box breakout buy or anything, but I can use the weekly moving average here as my guide. If it breaks that, I'm out of. QQQ's moving up. Oh, look, see here, yellow bar signal. And ever since, whoosh. I highly recommend you try to code signals into your charts. It makes chart reading so much easier. RSP, equal weighted S&P, yellow bar signal, and whoosh, decided to join the party. And look here, you see it's now getting closer to back to highs. It's always a good sign. Short-term rates, semiconductors. Look how semis had the yellow bar signal, tried to come out, volume was low, but it's a bull market, so it moved up, and now the biggest bar move here this last week. Where were all these buyers? It took them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks before the buyer said, hey, let's buy chips. That's kind of weak. Like the chart looks strong, but that's weak action. Because it's weak because you had big red sellers, and then they didn't really come back in strong. So that's how you got to learn how to read volume as well. S&P 500 moving up, the SPYs, sentiment. Sentiment on this one, the McClellan oscillator is not too high, but which was the one I published this one. This one here, T2108, this is getting pretty high. That's percent of stocks above the 40-day moving average. So this market is still a hot market. Let's see, any signals? TLT on the recovery. Anything else interesting? See how I can flip through charts really fast? That's how to do it. Anything super bullish should be obvious. Oh, there's a box breakout right there. XLF corresponds with bonds. My dad is thrilled because he owns a lot of JP Morgan. So let's see here. Let's look into it. Okay, list 2, textbook box breakouts. So AMD yellow bar buy signal moving up. Had a little bit of a cautionary signal here, but instead of dropping, it took off. Well, that's very positive. But here's the one thing I don't like about like AMD. This is fundamental look. I like to see strong fundamentals. You know, EPS change up 4%. Sales change up 4%. That's not super strong. I much would prefer to see up 100%, up 70%. So that's probably the biggest criticism on technology that I have and why I put my personal money. I didn't buy this AMD breakout. You know, everybody goes, oh, AMD, AMD. I want to see it supported by the earnings and sales. Right now it's all story and hype with AI, which probably is going to be a big trend, but you know, that's where I like to see the fundamentals, support it. But that's a textbook box breakout. Congrats to the longs who are making money. And this whole list is just full of nothing but textbook breakouts because I updated it. Look here, Broadcom, sort of a light-looking breakout. Had a mini heart attack right here, sell-off, but then, boom, had its earnings. And look at that move. Jeez. But bull markets give you more ideas than you could possibly buy. CCJ, I've got some of this, but it's not doing very well. I got a stop loss, you know, down along the bottom of this bottom edge. If it hits that, I'll be out. I'll make like 10%. Nothing special. Dash, I'm long this one. Box breakout with a yellow bar signal, moving up. Hey, we're making money. DraftKings, DKNG, yellow bar box breakout. But look at this, it's come in. And then we got a signal here. This is a bearish signal. That's called a shooter or an inverse hammer. Shooter is a cool name, so that's why I use shooter. Basically, draw a line underneath that. And if you're long this and you're nervous, well, you may be selling it out on Monday or Tuesday next week. And look at this. Where did the buyers go? They all jumped in here, all the way down in here. And, oh, what did I do? And now the buyers seem to have disappeared a little bit. ELF, I'm long this one. Yellow bar signal. Now we got a box breakout, strong one. This is what I love. Just crushing it. I can just sit and do nothing. I'm already up 50 points. It's probably going to go up a lot more. Maybe we get a double out of it. Box breakout looks good. Any signals here? This one I am long. I bought this one back in August. I didn't talk about it, but now I feel free to talk about it now that it's moving. Box breakout, nothing but green. And I've already got 2 doubles in this, and I'm looking for more. And if it goes where I think it's going to go, well, let's just say I don't need more money, but I'll take it. What else we got here? Late breakout. Like everybody's on social media going, oh, this one path, we love it. Oh, look at that. Well, this doesn't. It's okay, I guess. You know, where's it been all this time? Doesn't make my list. Rambus, yellow bar breakout, moved up. So you see, it's when you got these colors, it's like it's hard not to make money. If you lost money during this period, you're doing things wrong. You need the change. Snowflake, yellow bar signal, moved up. Now a box breakout. That's a good one. I didn't buy it. I should have bought it. Here's an inside bar signal. Basically, the way you handle that is you just draw 2 lines across it like that. If it breaks down, you sell it. If it breaks upwards, you buy it. This is easy. Don't make things more complicated than they have to be. Looks extended. Not yet. No, that's an opinion. Extended is an opinion. It's not you know, it's not a fact. Signals and then reaction to signals. That's all you need. Yellow bar signal. Look at this. Going up like a frozen rope. I own Uber, and I'm quite happy with it. I've got a lot more consumer-oriented stocks because I think consumer stocks are more steady earners. URI, another one. Again, the list is endless, you know. Textbook breakouts, Workday, ZS. I should have bought that one, but I didn't. But this was a nervous bar right here. I would have been like, what? But then it did pretty well here, had an inside week, and then boom, broke out again. But you can't buy them all. All right, let's get a move on here. Go to list 3, which is bullish, but not. It doesn't have the technical setup I look for, yet still bullish. I'll buy these ones. AOI with just a fantastic move. I missed this one. I just didn't feel it. But, with these ones, you got to have faith. Because look down here, there's no signal. And I'm a signals guy. I look for signal. You had to have faith and bought it, and your faith was rewarded, but it's not my type of stock. Apple broke out of the box, but look here, it was on light volume. And then it had sort of a nervous bar there, but it responded with big volume here. Will it hold up or will it sell off? I don't know. But, I don't know. So I'm not going to try and know. AMR, coal. There's a signal, a hammer signal. If you took it, you made, 230. You're up almost 100 points. 85 points. That's pretty good. Amazon doing okay. This one, a housing related one. Look at that rebound. Heck of a rebound. But here's the thing. Reading volume. This is the biggest volume since 2021. Does this play into the theme of everybody that wants to be long the stock is now long it? Who is left to buy? Are there any other buyers left who are going to take it higher? To me, this is a sell signal. This volume bar is a sell signal. You bought it in here, take the profits and bail here. There's nobody left to push this stock higher. And now we'll find out if that thesis is true, but I would be very wary of this one. Big volume in the wrong spots. You want it at launch. You don't want it when it's ending. So you got to pay attention to volume. You got to interpret. Coin broke out of the box, but it was a low volume breakout. Not my favorite. I've got GBTC. D-Dog, yellow bar signal, moved up. Low volume breakout. Where's the volume here? Inside week. So yeah, you could be long it at like 118, but you're only up like $4. Are they going to sell it on you? Who knows? IoT, yellow bar signal, no real structure. Oh, look, a shooter bar. That's kind of bearish. Or caution. You can own it here, but I wouldn't be buying it. Not with this kind of signal. I'd be cautious here. And look, you get big green. What did they do? They ran in to sell it. More buyers showed up, but sellers, I don't know. It looks bullish, but check out people on Twitter who are talking about IoT. I'll bet you they don't come up with this interpretation. In fact, I'll take it to the bank. This one's going to go back down to here, somewhere in this area. We'll see if I'm right. I'm probably right. It's going to come back down to this area. Here's one. Box breakout, but low volume, and then big sell-off, but then a big rebound. Nothing there. MNDY, I own this one. Yellow bar signal, moving up. Now here's two bearish shooter bars right here, but they never threatened the lows. Well, it did on this one here. but this one didn't break, and now boom, moved up. I said on the last video I didn't care if it was going to sell down because I really like this company, and I thought my position is so good I'm not going to sell it, and thankfully I've been rewarded. Yellow bar signal move up. Yeah, you see this again and again, but the yellow bar signal is not a guarantee. Nothing's guaranteed. They're all working because the market turned and the market became strong. That's why they're all working. If they all showed up and then, I don't know, the Fed raised rates, well, then they would all fail. But at least the good news is if a signal's going to fail, you find out about it really fast and then you can sell out of it and move on. Netflix, I own this one from right here. Just moving higher. Even Qualcomm's coming back. Look at that. But you get the point. Roku. God, so many yellow signals. It's unbelievable. Shop, yellow signal. But not a textbook box breakout, so I didn't buy it. Yellow signal at Upstart. I did buy this one. So far, so good. But you see, that's how you can use signals to your advantage. All right, let's look at bearish ones. Well, not really bearish, but just stuff I don't want to own. The lists are so bullish, even bearish stuff, is showing up. I wouldn't own this one, but it's got some action. Tesla, we've had a huge bull market. Tesla is not a leader, people. It is not. Look how it's just not showing it anything. I would be cautious. I wouldn't own Tesla. All right, well, let's get through this. I wanted to keep this at 30 minutes, so got 9 minutes left. This list 5 is stuff that either broke down, or just to be avoided. This one, obvious, box breakdown, doing nothing. No reason to buy it. AI, white bar sell signal, responded with a yellow bar signal, but lower volume, I wouldn't buy that. Same deal on ASAN, big white bar sell signal, followed up by a weak yellow signal, That's one I can ignore. Yuck. Sell H, I was pounding the table saying this stock is done, and it's done. Look, it's done nothing. I would sell out of that if I was you. They did a split, an unnecessary split, with 3-for-1, which killed the stock. Just awful. Terrible decision. Now it's got 230 million shares outstanding up here. See up here? And 230 million is just too much. It's what I call a fat whale. Sell it, move on. Anything here? Oh, anybody want to buy Ford Motor Company? Yeah, not me. Buy it if you want it. Blue signals are always, they're hard to decide whether you should buy it or take action or not. I usually, when I see a blue signal, I will back off and just wait and see what happens. I rarely will, although if you see a blue signal at the beginning of something, like a long base or box period, then that might be a start signal. But this isn't really much of any kind of structure, so no reason to do much of anything. Here, on blue signals. Here's a blue signal here, and a down week afterwards, because it's later in its trend. However, at the beginning of its trend, right here, we had a blue signal, which then formed an inside week and continue moving up. So you see, you gotta interpret these a little bit. Another blue signal. Notice we've gotten a lot of blue bar signals, and I know the history of them is that they can potentially be the next week be down, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So that's also telling me, combined with sentiment, hey, this upcoming week, well, maybe the rally's going to take a rest. No need to be super aggressive next week. In fact, next week is more about Maybe thinking about defense. If it goes down, where will I sell it? Do I want to sit or do I want to protect profits? Oil. See right here, another blue signal. It's late also. Where were these buyers? These last like 10 weeks or whatever. Where are they? Oh, now they just show up? Yeah, I'm not buying that. Tail end people, chasers get screwed. And those are chasers. Look here, Oracle, white bar sell signal. Absolutely not. This should be sold. Look at this. Huge selling, huge selling. If anybody's buying it, they're crazy. Yeah, that one's not doing good. Yellow signal on Rivian, but again, where have these people been? They're just now getting to it? No thanks. This one, it rebounded, but nothing special. Yeah. All right, last list, and I'll keep my promise of 30 minutes. Airbnb. I've never stayed at an Airbnb, actually. But here we go. Another blue signal. Trade by color. That one's looking nice. But I'm not interested in that one. Berkshire. Oh, look at this. Berkshire. Berkshire with a shooter bar. That's potentially a bearish signal. If it goes down like that, well, if you own it, I've read that Warren Buffett's been selling lots of stocks lately. Ugh, bros, yuck. Nothing here. Nothing here. Carvana. Okay, nice move here in Carvana, but did it really have a lot of signals that I can buy for my system? Yeah, not really. This inside week, you just had to have loved Carvana in this inside week. So instead, for automotive, I bought Upstart. I had a valid yellow signal. That's all. That makes all the difference. But congrats to the Carvana buyers. Hopefully it goes higher. Dell. See here, very bullish. It had this huge earnings gap up right here. And then it just went sideways. Started to move up, but what's missing? Volume. And then it had a pink bar signal, and which pink means, pay attention, caution. And, it's not a bad stock, but there's no real buying signals. Everybody bought this thinking it's an EP, what's called an episodic pivot. Well, guess what? EPs don't really work a lot of the time, in my opinion. So everybody who bought it, well, they got worn out, they made no money. EPs are hard. I much prefer to trade off my signals. Anything sticking out, super bullish. I doubt it. I doubt anything new is going to be great. You really want to be in the stuff that started ripping back in October, November. Look here, NVIDIA. Breakout, but again, where's the volume? Where did the buyers go? This is where the run ended back here in August. Ever since then, it's just ho-hum. Now, it may start to move again, but if you bought NVIDIA, you've been sitting around, waiting around, going, come on, do something. Trade your signals. This is where all the big guys bailed out. And it's not that the stock is bad, but they just decide to take their money off the table, put it somewhere else. PLTR, yeah, I sold it last week. It's just too many shares, 2.2 billion shares. It's a fat whale. It takes so much effort to move it. The company may be fine, but you just, as a stock market investor, you just can't, it's just impossible to make money. And let's look at their numbers. This is awesome, 600%, but only up 17%. So, that's what you want to see. But 2 billion shares to push it, eh. This is good. Up 127 on Snowflake, up 32. But you know, this is something which this is why I regret not buying snow. But check on that. But you see, there's a difference between this stuff. It all blends hand in hand. It's all important. Roblox is kind of interesting, but hasn't really formed anything. Hasn't really done any signals. I'd say this is maybe a mid 2024 stock. This one right here, sort of doing nothing, and that's about it. Just more blue bar signals. So that's the review of the stocks I got. Be cautious this next week. That, as you know, you've seen lots of signals. So we will see what happens. So have a good rest of the weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Aha, nailed it. 30 minutes, baby. All right, have a good weekend. Bye.